Here's a returnee, Arthur Duquesne. What Okunlola does on the right side of the distribution, Duquesne does on the left side. Here he goes. Duquesne delivering the header. John keeps it in play. Janich looking long. Stevenson still up forward. That'll stay in play. Floki Stevenson, centering save by Salinas off his own man defensively.
Can't look all the way down into December. Has to focus on the squad and the team on the opposite side of the field, right in front of them in the Clemson Tigers, who have a tremendous amount of talent.
Wesley Siegel.
Even with the unfulfilled expectations.
Rensford Gian, one of the top players you're seeing in this game tonight. Number 8 in the Top Drawer Soccer preseason top 100 list. Whips in the corner. He was going for glory of an Olympico and missed it by in 2024. He finished the season, played with it hurt, got the surgery, missed all of 25, now transfers here. Threaded through for Bakken from Gian, across, open man, still loose in front, tapped in! The Clemson Tigers with a quick start in 2026. It's the newcomer, Johannes Sheikh.
That's one thing that's very clear about the Clemson Tigers year after year, and its pace. Man, can their front line fly. Good patience by Rensford Gian, allows the diagonal to weak side shoulder, so as a defender, really difficult to catch the timing of the run. As this ball comes down into the corner, beautiful touch pass across the 6. And even though it's not clean on the first, excellent follow-up by Sheikh in the 9th position. He knows that ball's going 1 of 2 places. Bottom corner. I think the great thing about the players that he already had, and certainly the ones that have been brought in, is their flexibility. All right, take a what? No, they adapt to find success.
And here they go again. Johannes Sheikh in behind. Numbers for Clemson. Sheikh feeding it across. Those are the moments where maybe chemistry and time. Correa came centrally, ball went wide. Those two looking at each other and gesturing immediately.
I probably would have kept this ball too. And well done. Not that dissimilar, though the players have changed from the opening goal. Continue to carry that, and the reason being, if
work through for Johnson, fronted by Stevenson. Johnson scanning, looking for some support in the box. Patience from Caleb Johnson, cutting in, going toward goal, saved by Janich.
That's better though.
Gian, ball velcroed to his foot as ever. Feeding Okunlola. Remy Okunlola, too much. Kept it. Munson gives it away. Gian, Sheikh lays it off. Menacing again from the Tigers, laid off for Jimenez. Feels like every time they get the ball and go, there is a threat to score.
Yeah, the problem is the Tigers are pushing high, and within that Furman are pinned in. They're trying to find the space on the far side of the field, but they don't have that pivot point in the midfield because the release is too slow. But with the advanced numbers for the Clemson Tigers, you apply pressure, turnover, and you're off and running. I'll tell you, Utah be dangerous up top. I mean, that's a couple of times now I've looked up and I'm like, release it. And he's a bit slow or the run's a bit off, but it's there.
Rensford Gian now pocket of space. Rensford Gian deflected through. He can't believe it. Though, good press from Duquesne. Jimenez spotting Okunlola, chipping it through. Okunlola out for a corner. Rensford Gian whips it in near post, still loose. Salinas went down, finally getting back to his feet. Okunlola chipping it along, flick toward goal, still loose there. It was Magnuson rising above the rest.
Just all hands on deck right now for Furman. In the first half, and they're down 1-0. A ton of talent just trying to get themselves into halftime.
Highlight reel stuff from Rensford Gian. Doesn't amount to anything yet. Okunlola keeps it alive. There's Rensford Gian over the bar. It started with him and almost ended with him.
So within all that, as you continue to chase the game, this is the man that you're all chasing because of the freedom that head coach Mike Noonan gives him. Starts about 10 yards prior when he plays the ball down into the corner, and then just look at him sit in the pocket, left side of your screen. So smart, his IQ. If he attacks it too early, that space is eliminated. If he's...
Only Justin St. Pierre officially knows. Clock being kept on the field. Correa delivering. Nobody making that run. Pass by Sevian. Xander Sevian still with it past Munson. Sevian end line, delivering a good ball. Header away from frame, well defended. 3 team in the nation to begin this season. College Cup participants last year. Sevian slipping it through. Cooper highline giving it back, saved by Salinas.
It's very clear they can attack and do it quickly. Nice little cutback, and this is tough though from Shake in the 9 position. Look, you're already in the pocket, and as you release here, this ball's always going to be behind you. It's the numbers in front of you defensively. Such a tight seam to work through to try and find that trailing run atop the 6. It's impressive just to even get a touch on it. Good positioning.
Oh. Calm from the freshman going back to Dunham. About 5 minutes left in this first half. Slip through Hernandez, cutting it back. Bustamante going for goal at that near post, wrong side.
From Clemson.
Decision making has been quicker from Furman. It feels like they're finding themselves now in this first game of the season.
The space is there, right? I mean, right around the 20-minute, space is there. Better rotation off the ball. Again, you got to punch back a little bit here. You just can't allow Clemson to continue to come at you. Nice ball there.
Dunham whipping that one in at the back post. Saved. The foul called before then. Alexei Janic showed the athleticism to get there, but a foul against Furman.
This is a really dangerous, tough ball to handle as a defender when Dunham hits this. So it's curving towards you. It's also working to the back post. And as the defensive line comes high, you're trying to then react, come in the opposite direction, while also accounting.
Maybe one last look though for the Tigers. Fed ahead. Last look at goal block. That'll do it in this first half. Clemson takes a 1-0 lead into the break on the number 3 team in the nation, the Furman Paladins.
Slow start, right?
Ready to begin in half number 2. Clemson 1, Furman 0. The 3rd-ranked team in the nation on the ropes. The Tigers with the lead in front of a raucous crowd at historic Riggs Field. And we are underway in half number. It's Mason Jimenez from the free kick. Angled toward the back post. Knotted down. Loose still. Blasted toward goal. Deflected wide. Still in play. Teal.
That's a nice turn there. Keep going.
Freshman continues his run. Villavicencio toward goal and snatched by Janic. He was taken off before halftime. To the end line, blasted through. Janic has it. A Furman begin this second half on the field again. Dunham always trying to surprise and go for goal. The one-man wall knocked it down. Dunham clips it through still. Flicked on, but Janic has it. Standing at home, but
wild.
Last year they got away from it a little bit. They were only 7-4-1 at home last year. They only had 2 losses the previous 2 seasons. They want to get back on track. Okunlola now looking for another. Glance through the back post. Oh, saved by Salinas. Almost an own goal. Quick reflexes kept it out. Edge of the area. Time for a hit laid off instead. Contact there. Waved off by the ref.
A lot of moving pieces for. Get touch back across.
I stand by it.
I'll tell you what, does he actually hit his foot, or did his foot come over and his foot got stuck? That's the only thing I would say.
Mike Noonan pops right out of his seat. This is the look they're showing the referee.
He's calling it.
It's going to be a penalty.
He's going to give it, isn't he? Yeah.
Penalty. So the first successful coach's challenge from Mike Noonan. Now remember, you lose the challenge whether. So it's Mason Jimenez stepping up to the spot with a chance to make it 2-0. Had 1 goal last year. Salinas looking to come up big in goal. Mason Jimenez scores, and the Clemson Tigers double the lead.
It's tough. It's a tough one. As tight as it comes. Challenge or not, I do not envy the referee. Recycling to the 18 when he comes down into the pocket. Great touch to get away from the pressure. Referee says yes, that contact, the leg comes through. Work to be done, no problem. Nice penalty by Mason Jimenez. Just pushes through. Goalkeeper confused, hips are open. Chauvin Avenue, but powers through it to restore solid momentum for the Tigers at the start of the second half.
Okunlola racing onto it. Furman has to be careful now that this doesn't get away from them. Clemson known to avalanche. Okunlola looking back post. Dangerous ball back. Salinas didn't get there. And it's just wide.
That's a beautiful read. Jumps the route quickly. How did he pull out of it? I mean, he's on the sniff the whole way. If you follow through here, you're going to get taken down. Did it just come a bit narrow on the touch? I don't know if that's fear of the goalkeeper's steps or...
Turning upfield, Martin Bakken. Still Bakken taking the space afforded to him. Martin Bakken looking for goal. It's blocked. Still on. Chance for three. Putting this one away. Xander Sevian. All Tigers tonight.
The run right through Route 1 is what opens everything up for the Clemson Tigers. Great release coming out of the midfield, back in nice and deep, and I love how he just continues his run here, drawing pressure in. No panic. Should have played it down into the corner, but gets fortunate off the bounce. And now you're talking about trailing runs. Correa and Sevian, great job. Again, another weak side run that has affected Ryan Wagner. Coming over that back shoulder, near impossible to judge. Great timing off the deflection, and near perfect to finish by the sophomore. Just talking.
Gian has been terrific tonight, went in. And the new guys stepping up as well. How about that move? Taking end line, chance for a fourth.
Like that ball.
Likes
nice touch.
Down. Johnson with a chance. End line, whips it through. Something still on now for the Paladins. Weaving through toward goal off the post. No luck, even though the result not going your way tonight. Okunlola. Driving at this back line, lays it off. Duncan Wilson cutting it in, lays it off. Sevian looking for another, and has another!
Was the conversation heading into the dressing room with head coach Mike Noonan? We're impatient. We're taking one touch when we need two. Tempo needs to be better. Understand when we need to rotate and keep it. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I present to you this masterpiece. I mean, it's a joke on the underlap by Okunlola. Still representation.
We know this team through the years has a potent attack. It was consistency on the back line last year that failed them. So more than anything right now, if you're Mike Noonan, you're
that they talked about being a turning point. It was the win against Gardner-Webb for 4-1. Gardner-Webb was number 8 in the country at that point in time. Immediately followed by the loss to Charleston.
Runs for Gian, chipping toward goal. Gian, a rainbow. This game has had everything for Clemson but a runs for Gian moment, and now it has that as well.
And while we may be discussing the turning point of last year for Furman, this could be something magical for the Clemson Tigers. Capped off by the little magician himself. Ransford Jean. These diagonal back shoulder runs have been so good all night long. Mike Noonan says with all his creativity, the individual brilliance, he is the most humble person. But I'll tell you what, times like this, he ain't human. I mean, that is just a joke of a move. Ingenuity at its finest. As I constantly tell you, Joe Malfa, that's the best player in the country.
You and I were here last year for that game, and it was a similar avalanche, and now maybe looking for another one. Back in, cutting in. That one right off the face, and out for a corner.
He'll say, yeah, maybe. But you also have to recognize what's playing out in front of you.
Sevian. His run, he doesn't care what the score is. He is going to wreak havoc any chance he gets. Here he goes again. Ransford Jean to the end line. Ransford Jean cutting it back. Still loose in front. Out for a corner.
As quick as he is.
Head coach as well. Jimenez, free kick, dropped in, good ball, took a deflection. Virginia, former assistant for Skelnovac, now the head coach at Coastal Carolina, making life difficult for NC State tonight in that 0-0 draw. Wholesale changes on that NC State team that made the run to the final last year. It'll be interesting in the early going this season, as this was played through, headed away. Something maybe on for Furman, edge of the area, whipped in. Something to salvage late. It's a moment that can propel you into the next one and lift spirits a bit for Diego Hernandez.
And when they've gotten activity out of the number 9 spot, they have been very effective, the Furman Paladins have, in the final third. You change the shape, which changes the dynamics of your secondary runs. Watch the top of the 18. That's a great trailing run. Notice Diego Hernandez, he doesn't force the space in front of him. Instead, recognizes that because the defenders from Clemson are so tight, you're not going to be able to get a shot off, and instead lets the play come to him.
Duke at the hour mark, up 2-1 on Seton Hall. Free kick knotted down and saved by Horvat. But I think that's so they can get whoever's deemed to be the player of the match to bang the drum themselves. Could be anybody tonight.
Nice ball.
Through to the back post. Sevian centers over the bar. I think.
And with 2 minutes to go, does the audacity exist for center back Braden Dunham to hit this thing from here?
He just spotted himself on the big screen as well here. Any thoughts on that?
It's that kind of night. I didn't like his approach, to be fair.
Watch out, Daniel.
Easy, Daniel. Fall down, workers' comp. We got you, bud. I saw it. I saw it firsthand.
Did he try to lead into it?
Little chicken wing, you know? My man needs a night off. If anything, more per diem for a second meal. See, look, I mean.
Now he's milking it. Now he heard you. now the 1934 tonight, the 58th edition, and it's a 4th straight win in the rivalry for the Clemson Tigers over the Furman Paladins. Number 3 team in the nation demolished by an unranked Clemson team that won't be unranked for long. Ransford Jean with maybe the goal tonight that made it 5 at the time. Xander Sevian, the rising sophomore, with his first 2 career goals. A thorough showing that is going to give this Clemson team confidence and maybe